Good morning, students. How are you? I hope you all are fine. Today we are going to revise chapter number 6, The Making of a Scientist, written by Robert W. Peterson. Robert W. Peterson, the author, was born in 1925. He was an American newspaper writer, right? You need to know the name of the author and the year when he was born, the place where he was born, and the time when he died. The theme is the story is about a curious child, Richard H. Bright. It is about his curiosity to become a scientist. तो एक बच्चा था रिचर्ड एच ब्राइट, वो क्या बनना चाहता था? साइंटिस्ट बनना चाहता था. एंड ही वॉज वेरी क्यूरियस सिंस हिज चाइल्डहुड. आफ्टर हिज फादर्स डेथ he was the only companion of his mother. So his father had died, and so he and his mother were living together. His mother took him on trips and bought microscope, telescope for him. As the mother knew the passion of the child, that's why she bought microscope and telescope for the child. He started his journey to be a scientist by collecting butterflies, and he was fond of collecting butterflies. Richard and his college roommate explained the theory on how cells work in an article published in the Proceedings of the National Academy of Science. At that time, Richard was only 22 years old. It was the first time that the work of college students was published in scientific journal. It was a big achievement for Richard. Richard और उसके कॉलेज में जो उसका रूममेट था, दोनों ने एक सेल पे वर्क किया था और ये एक आर्टिकल में पब्लिश हुआ था. And it was a big achievement for Richard. Richard was the only child of his parents. He grew up in north of Reading, Pennsylvania. He had nothing to do there. He could play football or baseball with a team of one. But there was one thing he could do. He could collect things. He started to collect butterflies in his kindergarten. He also collected rocks, fossils and coins. He observed stars at night also. रिचर्ड वॉज वेरी इंटेलिजेंट. रिचर्ड बहुत इंटेलिजेंट था. उसकी मदर उसको पढ़ने के लिए एनकरेज करती थी, उसको ट्रिप्स पे ले जाती थी. एंड एज द मदर न्यू दैट द चाइल्ड हैड द पैशन टू बिकम a scientist, so the mother bought microscopes, telescopes, cameras, mounting materials, etc. for the son. When the father died, when the father of Richard died, after that the mother was the only companion. मदर उसको रिची बुलाती थी. ही वॉज इन थर्ड स्टैंडर्ड व्हेन द फादर डाइड, एंड सो हिज मदर ब्रॉट फ्रेंड्स फॉर हिम एंड शी फाउंड वर्क फॉर हिम. इसलिए मदर, जब फादर की डेथ हुई तो मदर ने ये सोचा कि इसको फील ना हो फादर की कमी. सो द मदर प्लेड द रोल ऑफ बोथ मदर एंड फादर फॉर द सन. Richard earned top grades in school. He was very intelligent and he was the topper in the class. It would be the end of collecting butterflies, but it was not so. His mother gave him a children book, The Travel of Monarch 10, which told how monarch butterflies migrate to Central America. उसकी मदर ने उसको एक बुक दी जिसमें लिखा था कि मोनार्च बटरफ्लाइज जो है वो सेंट्रल अमेरिका में माइग्रेट कैसे हुई. दिस बुक चेंज्ड रिचर्ड्स लाइफ एंड ओपन द वर्ल्ड ऑफ साइंस फॉर हिम. At the end of the book, the readers were invited to help study butterfly migrations. They had to tag butterflies for the research by Dr. Urquhart. Richard came in contact with Dr. Urquhart through his book. रिचर्ड डिसाइडेड टू हेल्प स्टडी बटरफ्लाई. मतलब रिचर्ड का मेन के एम क्या था कि वो बटरफ्लाइज पे ही रिसर्च करता था, और अब उसने साइंस जो फेयर्स होते थे उसमें भी जाना शुरू कर दिया था. रिचर्ड एंटर्ड इन काउंटी साइंस फेयर. कौन सी क्लास में था वो तब जब साइंस फेयर में गया था? 7th स्टैंडर्ड में था. एंड ही फेल्ट वेरी बैड व्हेन ही गॉट नो पोजीशन देयर. He displayed slides of frog. He realized that the winners had tried to do real experiments. अब लगा that he must do some working experiment, कि उसका जो experiment है वो working होना चाहिए, जो project है वो working होना चाहिए. Only then he will be able to win some position. Then रिचर्ड वर्क टू फाइंड कॉज ऑफ वायरल डिजीज। अब वो वायरल डिजीज के कारण ढूंढने लगा, which had killed almost all the monarch caterpillars. He thought that the disease might be carried by beetles, but he didn't get any result and went ahead. The next year, his science fair project was testing the theory why viceroy butterflies copy monarch. और next time पे नेक्स्ट ईयर जो उसका साइंस फेयर में प्रोजेक्ट था, दैट वाज व्हाई वाइसरॉयज बटरफ्लाइज कॉपी मोनार्च. Then Richard tried to find the answer of the question, what is the purpose of 12 tiny gold spots on monarch pupa? फिर रिचर्ड ने इस क्वेश्चन का आंसर फाइंड आउट करना चाहा कि जो 12 टाइनी गोल्ड स्पॉट्स हैं मोनार्च प्यूपा पे, उनका पर्पस क्या है. अ ब्राइट एंड वन अदर स्टूडेंट हैड बिल्ट अ डिवाइस दैट शोड द स्पॉट्स प्रोड्यूस अ हार्मनी दैट इज नेसेसरी फॉर बटरफ्लाइज फुल डेवलपमेंट. तो उसके बाद क्या था, उसने बहुत से और नए आइडियाज़ लिए, बहुत सी थ्योरीज ली. ही वॉज लुकिंग एट एक्सरे ऑफ केमिकल स्ट्रक्चर ऑफ हार्मोन अलॉन्ग विद हिज फाइंडिंग्स ऑफ इंसेक्ट हार्मोन्स. ही गॉट न्यू आइडियाज़, उसको नए आइडियाज़ मिले दैट हाउ सेल्स कैन रीड द ब्लू प्रिंट्स ऑफ DNA. और उसके बाद वो फिर से एक साइंस फेयर में गया. रिचर्ड गॉट सेकेंड पोजीशन अमंग 1510 स्टूडेंट्स इन ग्रेजुएशन. इट वॉज अ वंडरफुल अचीवमेंट. ही बिकेम द ग्रेजुएट स्टूडेंट रिसर्चर एट हार्वर्ड मेडिकल स्कूल एंड बिगैन हिज एक्सपेरिमेंट्स टू टेस्ट हिज थ्योरी. Bright was not only interested in collecting butterflies but he was a champion debater. मतलब उसमें सारी क्वालिटीज़ थी. ही वॉज अ मल्टी टैलेंटेड पर्सन कि वो सिर्फ बटरफ्लाइज ही कलेक्ट नहीं करता था, डिबेट्स में भी पार्टिसिपेट करता था, पब्लिक स्पीकर था, कैनोइस्ट था. मीन्स ही वॉज फॉन्ड ऑफ कैनोइंग ऑल्सो, एक वाटर स्पोर्ट है जो. एंड ही वॉज ऑल अराउंड आउटडोर पर्सन. ही वॉज एक्सपर्ट फोटोग्राफर ऑल्सो. दैट्स ऑल विद chapter number 6. Now we'll do chapter number 7. So Henry René Albert Guy de Maupassant was a French writer and was born on August 5, 1850. He is remembered as a master of short story form and as a representative of natural school of writers who depicted human lives and destinies. What is the theme of the story? This story is about poor Matilda Loisel. Matilda Loisel के बारे में है. She belonged to middle class society but she wished to live luxurious life. जो मेटिल्डा थी, हमने स्टोरी में पढ़ा भी था कि वो मिडिल क्लास सोसाइटी को बिलोंग करती है, लेकिन वो हाई स्टेटस की तरह रहना चाहती है. शी वॉन्ट्स टू एंजॉय लग्जूरियस लाइफ. शी वॉज यंग एंड ब्यूटीफुल. शी हैड हाई एक्सपेक्टेशंस. शी वॉज मैरिड टू अ पुअर क्लर्क but she always tried to please her. One day he came with an invitation for the ball at the minister's residence. एक दिन क्या हुआ था, उसको एक इनविटेशन आया था. उसके पास ड्रेस नहीं थी. हस्बैंड ने जो पैसे अपने लिए कलेक्ट किए थे, सेव किए थे, उससे उसको ड्रेस लेके दे दी. एंड शी सेज दैट ही हैड नो ज्वेलरी टू वियर विद द ड्रेस. सो द हस्बैंड सेज हर टू बोरो ज्वेलरी फ्रॉम वन ऑफ हर वेल्दी फ्रेंड मैडम फॉरेस्टियो. फिर क्या है कि वो नेकलेस तो ले लेती है, लेकिन नेकलेस गुम हो जाता है. और उस नेकलेस का जो डेट था, मतलब वो नेकलेस नया लेके दे देती है अपनी फ्रेंड को, लेकिन उसका जो पैसे थे, जो कर्ज चुकाना था, उसमें ही उसकी सारी ज़िंदगी लग जाती है. दैट इज़ द थीम ऑफ द स्टोरी. Mrs. Loisel was young and beautiful. She was born in the family of clerks. वो clerks की फैमिली में बेटा पैदा हुई थी, मैंने आपको बताया था. And she married to a poor clerk, but she always felt unhappy and restless. She was not happy with her life. She had a wealthy friend of her school days, but she didn't like to visit her home because she felt very small and miserable. When she returned home, she too wished to have a life like her. And one evening, her husband came back from office happily, and she told her wife that they had been invited for a party. She was not very happy at the invitation because she thought that she had not a good dress to wear at the function. So the husband who had saved 400 francs for herself, he buys a very beautiful dress for the wife with that money. But even then the wife was not happy. The wife was not happy because she had no money to buy matching jewelry to wear with the dress. So the husband told her to wear some natural flowers, but she was not convinced. Then he suggested to borrow jewelry from one of her wealthy friends. He suggested to go to Madame Forestier. She readily agreed. She went to Madame Forestier and borrowed a diamond necklace. तो उसकी फ्रेंड जो फॉरेस्टियर थी, उस हस्बैंड ने बोला कि उससे कोई सेट बोरो कर लो, ज्वेलरी बोरो कर लो. तो वो अपनी फ्रेंड के पास जाती है. And so the day of the party came. She was a great success. Everyone was looking at her because she was looking very pretty. The party was still 4 o'clock in the morning. She wrapped her shoulders with shabby garment. She wanted to run away in hurry in order not to be noticed by other women who had wrapped themselves in rich furs. Morning time था, ठंड थी, लेकिन उसके पास ड्रेस तो उसने अच्छी ले ली थी. But she had not good clothes to cover her shoulders, and she wanted to run away so that the other ladies who were wearing beautiful shawls with rich furs couldn't notice her. She and her husband went back home in a carriage. Now it was all over for her. She wanted to have a final look at herself. So when she stood in front of the mirror, she uttered a cry. The necklace was not around her neck. नेकलेस गुम हो गया था. नाउ द लॉयजल्स वर वेरी सैड. बहुत उदास हो गए थे वो. Then they went to a diamond shop and found a necklace exactly like that they had lost. It was for 36,000 francs. 36,000 francs का था. Loisel had 18,000 francs which his father had left for him. Loisel के पास कितना मनी था? 18,000 francs जो उसके फादर ने उसको दिए थे. वो तो एकदम से जैसे सेट लिया वो दे दिए. बाकी they took some money from money lender and bought the necklace and gave it back to Madame Forestier. And Madame Forestier didn't open the jewel box and kept as it was. उसने नहीं खोला जिसको रिटर्न किया था, क्योंकि उसको लगा कि सही होगा, और उसने इसे ऐसा का ऐसा बंद ही रख दिया. अब मैडम लॉइजल को सारा काम खुद करना पड़ता था. ना वो she came to know the hardships and necessities of life, shifted to a very simple rented room, did all the work herself, washed the clothes, curtains, utensils herself, and dressed like a simple woman. She brought pails of water, bargained while shopping. She saved every penny as she could. Her husband also started to do extra work, और उनको 10 साल लगे वो जो पैसा उन्होंने उधार लिया था उसको चुकाने के लिए. मैडम लॉइजल नाउ लुक्ड एन ओल्ड विमेन. मतलब वो जितनी सुंदर थी अब उतनी ही बूढ़ी दिख रही थी. एंड वन संडे शी वेंट टू वॉक. देयर शी सॉ फॉरेस्टियर. शी स्टिल लुक्ड यंग एंड प्रिटी. Matilda went to meet her, but Madame Forestier didn't recognize her. Then Matilda told the whole story to Madame Forestier, and then Madame Forestier was deeply moved, and she said that the necklace was not of original diamonds, it was fake. The necklace was not worth over 5,000 francs और जब 500 francs. और जब लॉइजल ने ये सुना तो वो बहुत हैरान हुई और उदास हुई. So that's all with this chapter. Tomorrow we'll revise the other chapter. Okay, bye. Have a nice day ahead, students.